NEOM, the line city, the skeptics laughed. A dream only the ultra-rich could imagine. An engineering gamble, revolutionary or reckless. A high-tech city in the desert. Will it thrive or remain a mirage? A $2 trillion price tag, more than the GDP of 150 countries. A vision too bold, too expensive, an engineering nightmare. But then, the satellites told a different story. The first images were dismissed, an empty stretch of desert, nothing more. But month by month, frame by frame, the landscape began to shift. Massive excavations appeared, stretching for kilometers. Foundations were being laid. Towers of steel and concrete began to rise. In just 2 years, over 2,500 excavation machines had carved through 26 million cubic meters of earth, the equivalent of 10 Great Pyramids of Giza. More than 60,000 workers were now on site, with tens of thousands more arriving. NEOM wasn't a fantasy, it was real, and it was moving fast. But then, something else appeared in the satellite images. Something missing. A transformation so vast, it reshaped entire communities. The NEOM project has led to significant transformations in the region, reshaping landscapes and redefining communities. Among them, the ancient homeland of the Hawaiitat tribe, a group with deep historical roots in this land. While some see this as a pioneering leap into the future, others highlight the importance of preserving cultural heritage amid rapid development. The balance between progress and tradition remains a key discussion point as the project moves forward. And the cracks deepened. The financial scale of NEOM continues to expand, prompting recalibrations in investment strategies and project timelines. While some investors remain cautious, others see it as a long-term commitment to an unprecedented vision of urban transformation. Then, amidst the doubt, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman spoke. They can keep saying that, but we will prove them wrong. This isn't just a city, it's a battle for the future. They said it couldn't be done. Saudi Arabia says they will prove the world wrong. But the question is, will they? Saudi Arabia's NEOM, once introduced as a $500 billion vision, has rapidly expanded beyond its initial estimates. With its scope widening and ambition scaling higher, projections now range from 1.5 trillion to over 2 trillion. It was meant to be the future, but is it running out of money? 2024 reports flood in, funding struggles, scaled-back plans, shifting deadlines. NEOM is undergoing a leadership transition as it enters a critical phase of development. Nadmi Al-Nasser, who led the project since its early days, has stepped down, making way for new management to oversee the next stage. As NEOM evolves, the focus remains on optimizing strategies and addressing the complexities of building a city of this scale in a rapidly changing economic and technological landscape. Originally a 2030 vision, now quietly acknowledged as a 50-plus-year plan. Investors are watching as Saudi Arabia transitions from an oil-based economy to an ambition for a high-tech future. The project is bold, the potential rewards equally transformative. Look at the competition. Masdar City, UAE, $22 billion, years of delays, scaled-down ambitions. Lusail City, Qatar, $45 billion, setbacks, slow progress. NEOM, a $1 trillion innovation hub, pushing the limits of urban development as the world watches. But here's where Saudi Arabia may be playing a different game. NEOM is not designed for everyone. It is for those who seek the highest levels of innovation, sustainability, and luxury. And maybe that's the entire point. The richest 1% control 43% of global wealth. Over 2,700 billionaires hold assets surpassing $13 trillion. Luxury real estate, booming. Dubai's high-end property market jumped 90% in 2023 alone. The ultra-rich have private islands, super yachts, penthouses in every global capital. But what they don't have? A self-sustaining, AI-driven, climate-controlled, car-free utopia built just for them. And that's where Saudi Arabia may have cracked the code. If NEOM becomes the ultimate playground for the elite, offering an experience no city ever has, the investment won't just come from governments or corporations. It will come from the wealthiest people on the planet, looking for the one thing money hasn't bought them yet. A city like no other is rising from the heart of the desert. A single unbroken line, 170 kilometers long, half a kilometer high, yet just 200 meters wide. No roads, no cars, no pollution. A civilization designed not for the present, but for the future. But why here? Why the desert? And why should anyone choose to live in it? Because this is not just a city, it is a radical new way to live. Imagine waking up in a home where the temperature is always perfect, not because of air conditioners, but because the building itself breathes, adjusting to the desert heat, cooling naturally, powered entirely by renewable energy. You step outside, not into the chaos of traffic, but into a lush green corridor where everything you need, your office, your favorite cafe, even a park, is just a short walk away. No honking, no fumes, no wasted time. And beneath your feet, an unseen revolution is in motion. A high-speed transport system moves millions effortlessly, connecting every point in the city in under 20 minutes. You descend into a station, step onto an autonomous pod, and moments later, you're across the city. Seamlessly, silently. There is no rush hour. There is no waiting. Above ground, the towering mirrored walls are more than architecture. They are a living system, shielding against the desert heat, filtering air, harvesting energy from the sun and wind. The architecture itself is an engineering marvel, designed to function as self-sustaining ecosystems. The city generates its own power through wind and solar energy, supplemented by cutting-edge green hydrogen technology. Water is drawn from desalination plants and recycled with near-perfect efficiency. Every element, from energy to food production, is meticulously planned. Vertical farms and green spaces instead of concrete jungles, the city integrates greenery and vertical agriculture for a healthier urban experience. AI manages every aspect of life, learning, adapting, ensuring water is never wasted, power is always optimized, and food arrives before you even realize you need it. And yet, the most astonishing part isn't what has been built. It's what hasn't been touched. 95% of the surrounding land remains wild. No highways cutting through ecosystems, no expansion devouring nature. A city that doesn't displace the environment, but coexists with it. This is not an escape from the cities of the past. It is an answer to everything they got wrong. A place where there are no traffic jams, no smog-filled skies, no wasted hours lost in commutes. A place where the future is not just imagined, it is built. The real question is not why people would choose to live here. The real question is, why wouldn't they? Yet beneath the bold vision lies the real challenge. How do you build something this ambitious in one of the most hostile environments on Earth? The desert is a brutal architect. Shifting sands, scorching heat, and relentless winds make construction a battle against nature itself. Traditional cities expand outward, growing in concentric circles over centuries. But the line is different. It doesn't sprawl, it rises. A linear megastructure unlike anything ever attempted. But how do you anchor such an immense structure in an ocean of shifting sand? How do you build on this scale without waiting generations for completion? How do you make a vertical city livable without drowning in energy demands? The answer begins beneath the surface. The foundation of the line cannot rely on conventional deep pile supports. Desert sands are unpredictable. Engineers will use deep soil mixing technology, injecting stabilizing agents into the earth to transform loose sand into rock-like stability. To counteract the region's seismic activity, an intricate shock-absorbing system will be embedded into the foundation, allowing the structure to flex and dissipate energy during tremors. But even with the ground secured, construction on this scale must be reimagined. Building a city floor by floor would take decades. Instead, engineers will employ modular prefabrication on an industrial scale. Gigantic sections of the line, fully equipped with interiors, utilities, and smart systems, will be manufactured off-site, then transported and assembled like pieces of a high-tech puzzle. This process is faster, more precise, and eliminates delays and errors of traditional construction. But speed is only part of the challenge. The desert's relentless heat threatens to turn this futuristic metropolis into an oven. In a place where temperatures soar past 50 degrees Celsius, traditional air conditioning would devour colossal amounts of energy. The only way forward is for the city itself to become the solution. The line's mirrored facade isn't just for aesthetics. It's engineered to reflect heat, reducing solar absorption while integrating self-cooling smart glass that dynamically adjusts transparency, blocking heat while maximizing natural light. Inside, AI-driven climate corridors will channel cool air through the structure, inspired by ancient desert architecture. Wind tunnels, shaded walkways, and thermal mass regulation will work in unison to create a naturally temperate environment without overwhelming energy consumption. But cooling a city is one thing. Providing water in a parched desert is another. Every drop of water must be accounted for. The line will rely on solar-powered desalination plants, turning seawater into fresh water for millions of residents. Yet, desalination alone is not enough. Atmospheric water generation technology will extract moisture directly from the air, ensuring a continuous supply even in the driest conditions. Every drop will be recycled, nothing wasted. But what makes this city unlike any other is what's missing: roads. Cities have always been built around roads, but roads take up space, divide communities, and create pollution. The line eliminates them entirely. Instead, beneath the city, an AI-powered high-speed transit system will operate in 3 layers. A Hyperloop-inspired maglev train will connect the entire length of the city in just 20 minutes, moving people with surgical efficiency. Below that, an automated logistics network will handle all deliveries, groceries, packages, supplies, delivered directly to homes through an underground robotic system. The result? A surface level designed entirely for people. No traffic, no congestion, just seamless movement. And then comes the final question. The one challenge that makes or breaks everything. How do you power a city of this magnitude? A metropolis this size, packed with cutting-edge technology, would traditionally rely on fossil fuels, making sustainability a fantasy. But the line isn't designed to rely on yesterday's energy. It will be powered by 100% renewable sources. The desert, once seen as an obstacle, becomes an opportunity. Gigantic solar farms will harness the relentless sun, feeding energy into an advanced grid. But solar alone won't be enough. Wind power will complement it, ensuring a continuous energy supply even at night. And then comes the game changer: green hydrogen. By using excess solar and wind energy to split water molecules, NEOM will store hydrogen as clean fuel, ready to power transport, buildings, and industries without burning a single drop of oil. Every challenge in the line's construction seems insurmountable, yet each obstacle is met with engineering ingenuity, a foundation that defies shifting sands, a construction method that bends time itself, a cooling system inspired by nature, a transportation network that makes roads obsolete, a power grid that rewrites the rules of sustainability. If it succeeds, the line will redefine urban living and serve as a blueprint for future smart cities worldwide. If challenges arise along the way, it will still stand as one of the boldest experiments in architectural and technological innovation, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But what do you think? Is the line the future of cities, or an ambitious gamble? Will it be a revolution in urban planning or a mega project facing insurmountable challenges? Do you see this as a visionary masterpiece or a concept too bold to become reality? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by mega projects, engineering marvels, and futuristic cities, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of groundbreaking innovation. Thanks from the bottom of my heart for watching this video till the end. Your support means everything. Thank you.